Telangana prides itself in being India's most successful startup state. I have with me the Principal Secretary for Industry, Commerce and IT, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan. Now you are very ambitiously pitching yourself as the world's largest innovation campus.
Which is true also. In fact, if you look at this space where we are, the second phase of THub, this is 375,000. Next to it is T Works, which will be inaugurated in another couple of months. That is 110,000 square feet. And just behind is a building under construction. This is called the Image Tower. So, of course, that's a huge space, 1.6 million square feet. But not everything will be for incubators. Lots of space will be given to image companies, that is animation, VFX, gaming companies to set up their offices. There will be common facilities, studios, etc. But a significant portion, roughly about 70 to 80,000 square feet, will be spent for creating an incubator there called the Image Incubator.
How come this ambition? I know THub, the first phase was very successful. Give us some figures. What makes you so ambitious that you say, the best in technology from the world, and you're not saying just for Telangana, just for India, but for the world?
See, when we started the THub, it was, in our opinion, quite a large facility. It was the largest in the country at that time, 70,000 square feet tech incubator. But we also realized within a matter of a few months that the appetite for good quality incubation services amongst young people, young innovators, young entrepreneurs, that is huge. I mean, even 2 T-hubs, 3 T-hubs could not have matched it. We saw a huge waiting list. So while 800, T-hub phase 1 is an 800-seater facility, but we found that there's a waiting list of 1,000, 1,200, 1,400. And T-hub became very aspirational. Many people started thinking that if I do not get into T-hub, maybe something is wrong with me. Am I not good enough? So all this unnecessary kind of pressure on yourself to get into T-hub, etc. So we felt that let us build something which is really big. There is no waiting list. Everyone who is serious about developing their own startup, incubating their own idea, they will be placed here. And we also can bring lots of partners who support us. So this was one of the gaps in the first phase of THub. For example, see, because Bangalore is more visible, just to take an example, lots of VC attention is focused in Bangalore. Not too much of VC movement happens in Hyderabad. And we felt that we can get VCs to set up their offices in THub, but we found that there's not enough space. Most of the space that is available, we are giving to startups. But in this facility, the second phase of THub, we have now decided that one whole floor will be given to VCs, and anyone who wants to set up their office here will be provided space absolutely free of cost. And obviously, VCs are in close proximity to startups, because I'm personally very sure that there is no difference in quality of the kind of work which is happening in Hyderabad vis-a-vis the quality of work which is happening, let us say, in a Bangalore. It's just that because VCs are located there, they interact more frequently, they see them not just formally in their offices, but in social events and elsewhere. If that same opportunity is given to Hyderabad startups also to mingle with VCs literally all the time, they can also secure better funding, they can scale up faster, they can reach more milestones much quicker.
And you're not talking just startup, you're talking tech startup. That is going to be a big focus for you.
Yes. So Hyderabad has that advantage, and if you look at the ecosystem that has been built up, some of the best tech corporates are here, tech academic institutions, triple IT, etc., IIT, BITS, they're all here. And today most of the transformative breakthroughs that are coming in different fields are pioneered with tech, are propelled with tech. So, I mean, we are that way. Our positioning is also well aligned with what the trends are, what the prominent developments the world across are.
In the first phase itself, you were able to get about 1,100 startups, which is about 10,000 crore rupees in finance funding that you were able to get. Share some figures about how well that has done, which has given you the confidence now. And now you're pitching it not just for people from Telangana, but for anyone from anywhere?
Yes. So we see these as national institutions. I mean, it is located in Hyderabad. So obviously, the first opportunity will be given to people from the state. But as I said, this is huge enough. This is large enough to accommodate anyone. But we will be expecting that anyone who comes to incubate in THub Eventually, when he graduates beyond a startup, he has to set up his own company, recruit his own people, register his own office. That will happen here in the state. Of course, given the overall advantages that we offer, the quality of living, the cost of living, the affordability, the wide spectrum of talent that is available, we are confident that it will happen in a natural course also, because once someone comes here and he looks around and then compares the facilities which he gets in a different city and the advantages which he gets here, automatically people will gravitate. But we'll also give a nudge that since you are benefiting from this institution, you must ensure that you're scaling up and your corporatization happens here in Hyderabad.
And you are having also relationships with others. I mean, you're talking about CII, other countries as well. You're having conversations with. What is the value addition that different people are going to bring to this? When a person comes here saying with a dream of a startup, what can they expect from you?
See, first of all, we offer a very high quality curation, incubation services. So many times when you come with an idea, someone needs to validate that idea. Is that really the best possible idea? How contested is that space in which your idea is located? Are there others who are also doing similar things? And if there is too much of competition, how will you overcome that competition? What technology platform are you using? Is that the best technology? How solid is your team? Or if you do not have a team, how can you build up a team? So lots of guidance and support and mentorship is given in these things, which eventually turn out to be the differentiators between a winner and an also ran. So our success rate in THub so far has been pretty high. See, normally people say, this is a very common saying in the startup world, that if 100 people start together, 90 will not make it. I mean, they don't use the term fail because there's no such thing as failure. If you don't make it, you learn from those experiences and do something different. Only 10 of them make it right in the first instance. But our success rate in THub is much, much more. I don't have precise numbers, but my anecdotal guess is that it is as high as 40% to 50%.
That actually is very, very impressive when we talk about it. And you also actually have unicorns there.
Yeah. Of the 3 unicorns that have come up from Hyderabad, 2 have roots in THub. One of them is very closely integrated with THub. That is the latest unicorn in the country, Darwin Box. And 2 others also were, one other was connected with THub. But more than unicorns, we have identified about 8 or 9 startups. We call them soonicorns. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, soon to be unicorns. It's only a matter of time. But more than the unicorns and soonicorns, they will of course come and they will go. What satisfies me much more is the kind of social impact with a large number of our startups have created. Many of our startups work in the areas of agriculture, education, health, livelihoods, mobility, assistive technologies, and many of them have created solutions which are extremely people-centered, centered around solving the most pressing problems that they have, and that satisfies me the most.
And that's the reason why the government actually decided to invest 400 odd crore rupees?
400 crores. This whole building has cost 400 crores.
And you believe that you can provide solutions. Obviously now using tech is solution for everything, from rural India to agriculture to challenges in health.
So that has been the basic belief of our government right from the day Telangana was formed, that this should become a technology-enabled state. As you know, the state was formed after years of a desire to have a separate state. And the reason for that was the opportunities which were missed in the combined state. So if you have to really fast track now, our minister uses a very evocative term. He doesn't say fast track, he uses the word pole vault. It is not fast tracking or leapfrogging. We should pole vault. So if you really want to jump maybe 10 times your height or so, then technology has to be your the biggest tool that you will be utilizing. And we are hoping that institutions like the THub are the ones which create the best transformative technologies, most useful technologies, etc.
Thank you so much. So Telangana is certainly very, very ambitious in pitching itself as a center that will be an incubation campus, innovation campus, in fact, for the best tech in the world that can provide solutions for the most challenging of questions that challenge governments and the world. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.